Oh. Oh, hello. So, hi. Hi, YouTube guys. This is what happens when I forget to hit both buttons. So I've been live and talking for 5 minutes, but I've been talking to myself, because I hit live on the Patreon stream and I forgot to hit live on the YouTube stream. Here's the intro. Okay, you've seen it all. Okay, hello. Yeah, I done goofed. I was wondering why the Patreon stream was being more active. So, for those that don't know, get you back up to speed, I'm gonna have to go over that again. I have to run 2 streams because YouTube members, to get proper notifications, I have to put a stream listed as a members only stream, so they get notifications in their inboxes and everything. But the thing is, if I launch a stream as members only, I can't link it to Patreon supporters, so I have to have a separate stream that's listed as an unlisted stream for Patreon supporters. So I actually have 2 screens on my desktop here. So I'm streaming to 2 separate streams on YouTube. One's unlisted stream for patrons, and one's the members stream. So, I hit live on the Patreon, I didn't hit live on the YouTube, and I've been talking to however many people on the Patreon versus YouTube. I'm sorry. It's because I have the chat box for the Patreon stream broken out, and it's on top of my live button. So, don't cross streams. I crossed the streams. I done goofed. But yeah, so for those that don't know what it is here, YouTube supporters, patrons, I know I've already said it for you guys, but basically, this stream is a monthly stream I do. I hate gatekeeping content, especially educational content, such as what I normally do on this channel. So I don't like putting stuff behind paywalls. So because of that, I do want to do something to help, you know, a little something extra for those that support the channel directly. So I do a monthly little hangout stream, and this is it. So today's video, we're going to be doing input shaper on this guy. I'm going to be using the little doohickey I made from that video, and then we're going to try some panels. I printed off those panels, the magnetic panel holders. I'm going to give them a try, see how they work out. But as I was just saying before, you guys pointed out that I wasn't talking to you guys. This video was a pain in the butt. I actually filmed this entire video twice, okay? And the reason for that is I used, in the video, I used a Pi Pico, okay? So I used a Pi Pico connected to the AXL. It's today's video. If you want to see how it works, go watch that. But before I did that, I actually filmed the entire video using this. It's a Seed Xiao XAIO RP2040. So here's the thing. Functionally, in terms of the video, both of these are exactly the same. They're both RP24s. It's the exact same video, okay? The only difference is instead of GPIO 1 in the config for this, it's GPIO 7 for this. Otherwise, they're exactly the same, okay? I couldn't get this to flash. I went through the whole process. I finally got it to flash, and then every time I power cycled it, it wasn't working. And then I tried it with the Pi Pico, and it worked perfectly. So I scrapped the whole video, and I had to re-record it, because you didn't know, all the information is exactly the same. I'm not going to make a video explaining how to do it on this, and then say do this on the Pi Pico. So, plus the Pi Pico is easier to get. So, it ended up being the smart. I should have used this one right off the bat. But yeah, so I spent like an hour recording a whole video tutorial, and then I got to the part where it's like, okay, now we're going to check and make sure it works, and it didn't work. So, yeah. I need to buy more Pi Picos. I love these little things. And then, somebody already asked, I know I'm going over some of this stuff again for you Patreon guys. The kit, this is an LDO kit, right? This V2 here is an LDO kit. But, I have to turn off the overlays. They don't work when I have 2 streams going. I didn't use the input shaper tool that came with the LDO kit. Now, if you're using the LDO kit, it comes with this nifty little tool. You got 2 boards. You got one board here that plugs into your Raspberry Pi like that. And then you have a ribbon cable, a nice lightweight ribbon cable. And then you have a custom ADXL345 board that has the ribbon cable. So this is this nice lifty little doohickey here for running input shaper. The only downside with using their kit is you have to get at your Raspberry Pi, versus now I've got a USB cable sticking out here I'll replace it with a proper keystone. You can actually buy USB keystone tools or keystone connectors and just plug it in the back where your like network card is or network connector is. So we're gonna run input shaper on here in a little bit. Nice 3DP, $2, just because we love the content. Thank you. And then somebody else donated at the beginning. 3D Printing Freak, $5 to press play. You don't have to do that. So yeah, so their tool is actually really nice. You should be theoretically capable, like it shouldn't actually be a big deal if you want it to basically connect this part of the tool to a Pi Pico somehow, use it like a little breadboard or just soldering some jumper wires. Because you only got to connect 6 wires, right? You only got to connect 6 wires, and it's the same pinout as the Raspberry Pi. So if you want to connect this little board and use this whole tool that they have here, that would probably be a good idea. And you know, I might buy a second Pico and do that. Okay, hey Nero, I'm having weird issues on my 2.4. I set the Z offset and printed 20 plus prints, and then all of a sudden the Z was way higher. Any ideas? Is it a newly built printer? Make sure all your screws are tight, all your grub screws are tight, nothing has shifted. If it's suddenly shifted, try resetting your offset and then just continue printing. Now, if it keeps shifting and it's going all over the place, something's wrong. But it could have just been something wasn't tight and kind of now it's in its home position, and who knows? Like, one shift could be a million things, but if it's a continuous thing, well then there's a bigger problem. How you can use ADXL on a computer with clear SPI pins. I gotta look into that. I haven't installed Klipper on a computer before. I'm tempted to buy like a really cheap thin client PC off eBay and use that, because I know getting Raspberry Pis right now are kind of a pain in the butt. So part of me wants to go like buy a very cheap, like a thin client type PC. Like I got one here, but I'm gonna be using this for something else because this has an i5 in it. But buy like one of these cheap little thin client PCs with like an Atom in it or something, and install Klipper on that and give it a whirl. So that might be a future project idea. But I know getting Raspberry Pis are a pain, so get the Pi 400. The Pi 400 though is a long PCB. Like you can get it, but it's exactly the same as an RPI 4, just with a higher clock speed, which we don't really need. So you could just use that if you wanted a keyboard too. I have a spare piece. They're $5. I can get. That's the thing with the Pi Pico. They're available. You can just go buy one. Unlike pretty much everything else in. I'm gonna turn you off. I don't need you on right now. Unlike pretty much everything else, you can actually go buy Pi Picos now. They are in stock in pretty much most locations. So satisfied. I think I had one of them curl though. Which membership? Okay, so here's the thing. Technically, I get more from Patreon. Okay, so Patreon, I get a better cut. Okay. The only thing with Patreon is, for events like this, wow, am I really washed out on the camera? Or is that just, am I like just really, really pale on the camera today? I don't know. I think, before I gotta go through this camera. This 86300 that I'm using now, I think they had like different, I didn't change any of their settings when I bought it. I bought this camera used, and I think they have like a whole bunch of default like photography settings on it that are kind of screwing with my view, like my appearance, so I gotta play with that. The forum bot tried it in a box, came with a Pi 4. Mine did too. Did I see the 3-piece quick clip as well? Design, slice, print on YouTube, review the magnet, and 3-piece. I did not. Oh, music's loud. Let me drop that down a bit. Oh, sorry. My voice is quiet. That's why. Sorry. There we go. Every time I record a video using this setup, I have to change stuff. So like, I've gotten to when I do videos and I'm using this setup here, because anytime I record anything that's out and about, I use my A6400, right? Because, you know, this is, I bought this camera specifically for videos. So if I got to record anything, I don't have to take my streaming setup down to go record something. So this is my specific, other than this angle, it's recorded on this. But anytime I record anything on the computer, I use this setup because I can just go, oh, hey, in the mobile, you know, there's my screen. I can easily switch between them. It makes recording easier. But when I'm doing that, I usually am using this mic, which is just the USB mic, and they have different gain levels, so I gotta adjust them, and then I always forget to change them back. So, looks fine to me. Okay, I know somebody was saying that I looked a little washed out, but okay. So we got all these little cover plates here. So I'm going to try and figure out a way to do this and not get all the magnets mixed up. So let me color that side so I at least always go off the same direction. So we're gonna put a bunch of magnets in, and I'm just gonna do the back panel for now, just to see how it kind of sticks. And then what we'll do is I got to do a little bit more configuration with this. I got to change a few settings, but basically we're just kind of doing a few random things on this guy on today's stream. That's today's stream. It's just mostly a hangout opportunity, you know, chat and chill basically. So yeah. Also, this is like the actually no, it'll be April 1st, but 1 month of full-time YouTube, so that's fun. It's already been a month. Holy crap, time flies. One, two, three, four. I'm just gonna do one set of panels. And then also, this is a good tip. Use like a thick magnet. Oh, no, yeah. Use, or magnet. I have this like file here. This is actually a checkering file, but it's metal and it's really thick and it's flat. So I use this, I stick the magnet to the end, and then I push it in with that. And that way it, you know, it seats flat, so. Anything like a shake and bake? I don't think I've ever actually had shake and bake. Is there any advantage to upgrading my V2.4 with R2 part? So here's the thing. R2 parts is more a quality of life upgrade for new builders and correcting issues that some people have. So if you have issues such as your front idlers tilting, okay, or like your X-beam, where you have your two rails for the X-axis, if they're twisted or you're getting inconsistent movement there, upgrading to R2 might fix some of those problems, right? It's a quality of life upgrade, and it makes building new a little bit easier, right? It also streamlines the BOM a little bit. But if you currently have an R1 and you have no issues with it, wow, these magnets are all over the place consistency-wise. If you already have an R1 and you don't have any issues with it, it may not be worth upgrading. V226 here is a Voron 2.4 3 months before release revision. I don't even have R1 parts on here, and maybe it prints fine. I'm probably, the only change I've done to it is put the beta stealth burner on it. So, has anyone tried printing fabric on a Voron? You should be able to. That's something I kind of want to play with. I just kind of haven't had a reason to. But yeah, you should have no problem doing that, where you print a little bit and then you lay down the fabric over whatever the print surface is nice and tight, and then you continue printing, and it kind of like meshes through it. You got to use like a mesh fabric, I believe. Or actually, no, that's the Billy Rubin one. There's another way that Prusa does it, I think. But yeah, no, you should be able to do it, no problem. It should not be an issue. Can you heat set the magnets? Yeah, you don't want to heat set magnets. You don't want to heat set magnets. If you heat them up to their Curie temperature, I think it's called, they don't magnet no more. So you don't want to do that. What about upgrading to R2-D2? Beep, beep, boop, boop. I did some printing on fabric in 2012. It was interesting. There you go. Curie, yeah, the Curie temperature. The wasn't she the radioactive lady? Yeah, if you get it to radioactive lady temperatures, it doesn't work well. Bad beep boop. There you go. You have soldered on them, but they have to be extreme. Yeah, you got to basically get in, get out if you're doing that. Oh, also, a little bit of housekeeping news. There probably won't be a stream tomorrow. It was my birthday this week, and it is my son's birthday next week. So we're doing family stuff this weekend. Oh, that's sharp. So instead of rushing home and trying to get the stream live and all that jazz, I'm probably just not going to stream Saturday. So what we'll do is Tuesday, I don't know, Tuesday, we'll wrap up this on Tuesday, and then I'll just do next Friday will be a Micron stream, and then the Saturday will be a Micron stream, I think. Or I'll do the Micron on Tuesday and do this one on Friday. You know what? I might do that. I might do Micron on Tuesday instead of the V2, because there's only one stream left for this where we're giving this away. So I might do the giveaway stream on the Friday, because I think more people will be able to watch the stream on the Friday instead of the Tuesday. And then do it from like 3 to 6 my time. So 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time. I think that might work. Oh, it's named after the other Curie. Okay, there you go. Science! Oh, is this the warp one? No, that's not the warp one. One of these. Oh, that's the warp one. They're saying I may get some sleep. Yes. So here's the thing. Like, I could probably stream Saturday, but the problem is I wouldn't be able to guarantee that I start right at 8, and I don't like not making my timings. So I'll probably just not stream on. Instead of risking it, I'll just not stream on Saturday. And then same with Sunday. We're going to my mom's on Sunday. And by the time I get home, I can't guarantee I'll be home in time to go live. And Sunday streams usually don't get a lot of viewers because a lot of people have to work Monday, so they can't stay up late. So I think it'll probably be best if I just do... Yeah, just move it to... Oh, great. These are all going to stick to themselves now. Okay, I need more magnets. More magnets! A hot tub stream. One day. One day we'll do a hot tub stream. Just for the memes. How do I get a G Fuel sponsorship again? Did I see E3D? Yeah, so I gotta talk to Claire to figure out the details on how to do it, because I want to make sure the way I want to do that stream, because for those that don't know, I want to do a live stream for raising money for the Sanjay Foundation. Somebody already did a live stream doing it, but they did it through, I think, Stream Elements, and they basically collected all the money and then they forwarded it to the foundation, which I don't think, I think they held on to it until the foundation was set up. It wasn't set up at that time, and then they forwarded it. I don't want to touch your money at all, okay? I don't want you guys giving me any money. I want that money to go directly from your wallet to that foundation, but I want to do it in a way so that I can keep track of who donates and how much is donated, so we can have like a little goal. I do want to have like a goal amount raised and stretch goals, and like I want to make it a whole like little day, maybe a day-long event. I want to actually make a thing out of it. Raise funds, give away shit. I got a bunch of companies I know that have said they'll donate product to give away on stream. We got the built V2 or V0 that I'm going to give away. So I want to make a whole event of it, but I need to make sure it's all set up properly so that I, can do it right. I don't want to accidentally, I don't want to screw it up, okay? And I don't want people going like because the internet is full of dicks, I want to make sure that it's done in a way that nobody can accuse me of anything. Because if the money comes to my hands, somebody will be a dick and accuse me of skimming, okay? So I don't want to touch your money at all. I'd rather it go whoop, right to the foundation. But a little thing pop up in the corner and we can keep track of that. Okay, so that's why. So that's why I didn't do it with the way they did it. Switch. Who pinged me? No. Who pinged me on Discord while I'm streaming? I don't see it. Interested to see how the magnets work out. That's why I'm only doing the back panel for now. See your Revo Micro and that thing is tiny. It is. Yeah. Now, did I do it right? I did! Yay! Yeah, the internet is full of... yeah. Okay, the dog's moving around like crazy upstairs. So either my wife got home or somebody's like outside. Yeah, I'm really liking the Revos. Like, I know some people are like, oh, my flow rate. But honestly, for your average home gamer, they are perfectly fine. This one keeps moving. There we go. The only downside with these mounts is if you do it backwards, it just won't work. So we're gonna get this back panel on. We're gonna run input shaper. I gotta go through the configuration and change a few things to make sure everything's working well. And then we'll, I don't know. I can't get this printing yet. First print on this has to be on stream, so. You know what, they also overclock for more FPS. Oh, I know. But considering, you know, how many people just have an ender, okay? And let's be honest, enders can't really print that fast. You can get them going pretty. You can get them going at a pretty good pace. Don't get me wrong. You can get your ender. Dang it! I put one of these in backwards. I put two of these in backwards. Nope, that one's backwards. Dang it! That one's good. That one's good. Okay. The only downside with this method, it uses a ton of magnets. Holy shit. It's like 6 per corner, 4 per mid-span. Need like a magnet Pez dispenser for this so I don't keep screwing them up and putting them in backwards. Snap clips. If you're on the Voron Discord, just link me them in a DM, and I'll print some off. Give them a try. Or mod Core XY with Ender 5 and Mercury 1. Yeah. Here's my thing though, like, I've said it before on stream many times. I'd rather just build a printer from scratch. And, you know, if I wanted to build a printer, I would build one from scratch. I wouldn't go about fixing somebody else's problem. That's just me. trying to get my Prusa to print Voron parts, and it's very hard to get good prints. I hope it'll improve with the Voron. Alright, is it like problems of the prints just like sticking, or like failures altogether? Nope, get back there. Dang it. I keep putting magnets in backwards. So that way it goes in that. Okay. I'm wasting so many magnets because this design doesn't have a way of taking them apart. You just kind of have to spray and pray. Hope you did it right. DM sent. Okay. Use one as a template. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Hello? You want to say hi? Nope. Nope, no doggo. I thought we had a doggo, but we did not. Why all the DMs? Oh, just sending me a link to some clips to use. Oh yeah, the Ender 7. I talked about that on the stream, last stream, but for some reason they decided that thing needed NEMA 23s, of all things. It does not need NEMA 23s. I did all these backwards. Because I'm an idiot. Well, we'll just do corner clips for now. Well, I can only use 3 of these anyway, so. Cool. Yeah, I was checking them backwards. Other way, because they're supposed to repel, and then that way when I put it in correctly, they are attracted to each other. There we go. Oh my god. I am a genius. I am an absolute genius, guys. See, this way, when I goof, it's only visible to you guys instead of, you know, my entire viewer base. Any future plans? Basically just keep ramping up. I've said it before. My whole plan for getting into content for going full-time YouTube is ramp up to it, not go dive into it. Because I don't want to burn out. I don't want to go all in, screw up my whole work-life balance, and burn out. So the current schedule for now is pretty much what I'm going to aim for, and then basically try and improve and go from there. So right now it's 2 streams a week plus the +1 when sometimes it makes sense. So Tuesdays and Saturdays a live stream, sometimes Friday, either one like this, or if I have like a one-off stream, a commercial unboxing type printer to do, and then a video a week. That is kind of what I'm shooting for right now. Which, if you think about it, the streams alone get you 6 to 8 hours of content a week out of me. And then plus a video, which is, you know, because I'm horrible at pacing, anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. So, I don't know. I think that's a, you know, 8 to 10 hours a week of content. That's pretty good, I think. I got one that doesn't work here. There we go. Those ones all work. And there's 3 of those. There we go. There we go. So I think that's, you know, any other 3D? There's some stuff involving CNC and a custom machine in the works, but that is still a little bit of a ways out. There are things I want to play with. It's just I need to make sure that I know what I'm doing before I dive into it, because I don't want to do incorrect content. I don't want to make stuff and go about it like with a sledgehammer. So, you have work? Yeah, this is my job. I have a kid and a house and a mortgage and grass to cut. Little guy starts school in September. That is freaky. That's what's freaking me out. Print projects. There's a few things I want to try. Like there's a few actual like projects with 3D printing I want to try. But I'm waiting to kind of find the point, or like wait till everything's kind of at a good point to start that. School at 4? Yeah. He starts JK. And I don't know, because here's the thing, like different countries, different provinces and states have different school. But in Ontario here we have junior kindergarten and senior kindergarten. And that starts at 4 years old. Or actually, you have to be, what is it? You have to be 4 before September. So if I think that's how it works. I can't remember, but he's old enough. He starts school, but it's JK. It's not grade 1. It's not, you know. It's not like he's going to be learning fractions and algebra and whatnot. He's going to be learning how to color. It's basically babysitting at his age. What am I building? I'm just putting panels. I'm trying out these magnetic panel clips on the LDO here, the V0 or the V2, and then we're gonna run some input shaper. I gotta play with some macros first, and then run input shaper, and basically like I won't be, anytime I do one of these member only streams, I won't be doing content that would be considered normal channel content. So like what I'm doing now, this is not, you know, I wouldn't do this on a stream. This is something I would do off stream. And I just don't like gatekeeping content away from regular viewers. Because it's an educational channel, I don't like doing that. So I do want to do stuff though, you know, for the supporters. So we do this kind of monthly hangout, shoot the shit. I work on something kind of fun stream just to hang out. Waiting for Revo Voron edition. Looks like that will happen soon, soonish. Soon? Last I heard, I think they ship to resellers, I think. Don't quote me on that. I have no control over that. That is all E3D. The Voron team just kind of designed it, went, here you guys, make it. And they made it. So we didn't really, I don't have any oversight of the product itself. It just kind of exists. "3D printed jungle gym." It's like a 3D printed house. The tech just doesn't scale, man. Other than getting grant money and YouTube views, it doesn't make sense to do. Yeah, I don't know what size production run they did for their first run, but considering if you want a rigid mount Revo, that's pretty much your only option. Although they do have the Creality version, but I'm not sure how that one functions. Because I don't have it, so like I do know some things that aren't public knowledge, but like NDAs, and I don't want to say stuff without knowing for sure. Which I don't even know if I'm under NDA for any of that, but whatever. Stuff you pick up in conversations with certain people. Yeah, Creality's 2 screws from the front. The thing I'd be concerned about is the thermals and whatnot. Because it's at least on the Creality. I don't know. I have an Ender 3. I modded it a bit, and then I just kind of started collecting dust. Because let's be honest, when you have, you know, half a dozen Vorons and a bunch of other printers, an Ender 3 kind of doesn't really get used much. So mine's just kind of sitting in the other room there, half finished up with its Chimera and other mods that I did to it. Trying to get all the dog hair off. So this should, in theory, just sit in there. And then voila! I gotta print the thing here. I forgot about that. Steve! Where's the file for that? So, it seals. Now the question is, how actual strong is it? So if I, you know, bump it, it will pop off if you bump it. But under normal use, I think you're okay. Because that actually took, I had to thwack it. I had to actually thwack it to get it to pop off. And these are just cheapo Amazon magnets. Now, I will say that the time to put this on and take it off is muy bueno. The only thing I'd be worried about is if you go to grab your printer and you're like holding on kind of by a panel, this will just kind of slide on you versus actually gripping. So, where'd the other baggie go? Where'd my M38 baggie go? I don't know where it went. Put all these in. High-pitched noise. A high-pitched noise. No, noise canceling is on. Are you... Is it better now? Ah, shoot, that's why. Sorry, guys. That'll do it. Sorry about that. That was, yeah. Shoot, I wish you guys had told me sooner. That was my fault. My, I use a Rode Wireless Go, the first gen one, for my wireless lav. And the receiver, I just keep it plugged in all the time, because I don't need it to be wireless, right? So I just keep it plugged in all the time. I unplugged it to plug it into the camera, and when I plugged it back into the computer, I plugged it in with a USB-C cable coming from the computer, which causes interference. I actually have a wall wart plugged in that I power it from directly. It's clean power. It doesn't cause the interference, but in this case it did. So I wish you guys told me that sooner. I could have. It took 2 seconds to fix. I don't listen to the stream in my ears, so. But yeah, for the USB, you can get a USB keystone connector that you can plug back here. So you can actually have a USB cable here instead of having it, you know, peek out wherever the heck you have it peeked out of. Right now I just have it sitting out of the front. Just because demonstration purposes, there's my USB cable. So let's dive into some configuration. That's always fun. Oh yeah, these panels are... I have one backwards. Why do I have one backwards? Ugh. One magnet backwards on that. I'm gonna have to destroy these all to get the magnets out. Oh, it's one's off on that. It's the mount that's off. Oh well, whatever. Good enough. Fiddle with all these later. Frickin' magnets. Okay. So, if you remember, we kind of have to change some stuff here because we were kind of dragging the bed on doing input shape or the QGL and all that. So let's open this up and fix some things. Kind of find out it's a clicky probe, but I don't understand how the bed mesh attachment works. Is it a sensing mechanism? So essentially all it is, it's the simplest thing in the world. This is it. This is the clicky probe. So you got 3 magnets here, and this one's opposing. So this way, when it sticks, it never actually goes backwards. So you have a cheapo micro switch, okay? This is your switch, and the pins touch these 2 magnets that touch. You know, when it clicks on, 2 magnets in your tool head that have 2 wires touching them, and it's literally just a micro switch with wires connecting. So when it goes click, it either completes or breaks the circuit. So it docks, it docks, it grabs the probe, it pulls it out, it does your bed mesh, and then it throws it back in the dock. So instead of having an always mounted inductive probe, it pulls this out, because this on paper should be less susceptible to heat drift and should be more accurate. So it's actually, you know, a very simple setup. so let me see here. I couldn't remember what I have to fix, so somebody, I screenshotted it and I saved it on my server. Where is it? Okay, there we go. So, quad gantry level. No, not that. Variables, I think it's that, so. Or is it in printer.cfg? There we go. So it's at 10. I want that higher, so 20 maybe? Horizontal one there. Make sure this. Use a variable, save set, dock move, undock. Cannot modify below. Okay, close that. Macros. Because the issue we were having was when I do the horizontal. When I'm doing the bed mesh, or the not the bed mesh. Yeah, I think we're okay. So let me save and restart. Because essentially what's going on is when I do the bed mesh or the QGL, it's like skimming the surface of the bed. So that probe is like a millimeter off the deck as I'm skimming across. And the last thing I want is it to hit the bed, get knocked off, and then I do a Z negative China. That would not be fun. And also I need to figure out why these controllers are heating up. One second. Let me just steal that from. When in doubt, steal the config from a printer that works. Okay, where are my fans? That up. Config. Put down the fans. So controller fan, heater bed. I want heater bed, but I want it to turn on at bed 45 instead of whatever it's deciding to do right now. So save and restart. Horizontal move Z. Is that what it is? Yeah, that's what I... Z negative China. You never heard of Z negative China? Maybe that's just because I'm... Wait, heater, controller fan, control. Wait, what? What'd I do? What'd I do? What did I do? What did I do? Not too far. Heater, heater, bed. What did I do? What did I do? What do I have wrong here? Horizontal move Z. Horizontal move Z is, I set it to 20. It was at 10 before. That's the only one. Okay. So why is my fan not working all of a sudden? Because I literally just took the configuration from another printer for the fan. controller fan. Probe. Heater fan, controller fan. Yeah. Kickstart time, heater temp equal 45. Heater bed. Yeah, this is exactly the same. Why aren't you? I didn't change the pin. What is the error it's giving me? Option heater temp is not a valid selection in controller fan, controller fan. Oh, I gotta rename it to heater fan, controller fan. There we go. Restart. So we'll change it. We'll change that to 30. So anytime the bed gives above 30, the controller fan turns on. Okay. There we go. There we go. Because usually you tie it to that because you don't need your. Odds are, you know, if you move your printer around a little bit, it's not a huge deal. But if you're printing, usually your heater's on, and then your fan turns on. There we go. Okay, so let's try this again. This table vibrates like a mofo when I do that, when the Z moves up. Also, interpolation is off. That's so nice. Actually, I gotta adjust that. Actually, let me do QGL. So, here, I'll let you guys get the cool camera view. Mobile. QGL. There we go. Okay, it's higher up now. So here's my thing. It's doing 5 probes and finding the average. The thing is, we're varying within like a micro step, okay? And 0.00125 millimeters compared to a 0.2 layer height is absolutely a diddly fuck. So I'm gonna change some stuff here. Because as the great philosopher once said, ain't nobody got time for that. So in probe here, samples, yeah, we're gonna do a sample of 1. And then for our tolerance, as long as we're within, we'll go with 0.5. Save and close. I don't even bother with 2. I don't even bother with 2. I just do 1 and send it. And I do have to adjust my my Z position. Got the LGX mounted in Afterburner, damn heavy. I'm running that setup on 3 of my machines, or 2 of my machines have full size. No, 3 of my machines have full size LGXs. The Switchwire, V226, and Toasty. And it's no issue. We are within 0.00375 millimeters. I can dig it. No. Ah, shoot. Why'd I hit QGL again? Wrong button. Gotta let it finish. Actually, no, I can't, because I'd have to home it, and then I can't home it with the probe. Oh, actually, I think I can home it with the probe. Or I could just, you know, manually pop the probe off. Yeah, and change the XY speed. So while that's doing that, okay, so printer, kinematics, blah, 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 blah. So X, where's homing speed? Homing speed. Do I have homing speed? There we go, homing speed. So we're gonna go, I don't want to go stupid fast, but we'll go 75 for homing speed for X axis. I do like having a little bit of time to go, oh shit, and hit the E-stop if something goes wrong. So 75. Humming speed Z. We'll double that. Okay. We do all that, we do all that, we do all that. Save and close. Okay, so let me home. Yeah, see, this is... it's like that, I gotta adjust the position. Because right now we gotta adjust, we didn't adjust for my bed offset. QGL, yeah, I gotta do that one too. So let me go to G1X0Y0 F6000. Okay. So here's my thing. I can go forward a bit, I think. Because when we... Yeah. Well, I can go way forward. Oh wow, I can go way forward. Okay, so I think I get like an extra 5 millimeters. And then how are we on the X? X is good. X is good. So X 300, X G1, X 6000. Yeah, so I'm on the bed on the X. So it's my Y, and my Y I can go ahead probably about 5 millimeters, 6 millimeters. Actually, what is M84? M84 off. Okay, motors are off. How much movement forward can I get now? So let's see. I think. Oh, geez, that is 5, 6, 7. So yeah. So I can go ahead 5 millimeters. Yeah, 5 millimeters for a little bit of overhang there. Yeah, so machine printer.cfg. So MCU stepper Y position end stop. It's 305 and position max is 305. Because it's on the back of the bed. So it can move to 305, and then, so what that means is in the firmware, the printer is a 300 by 305 on the bed, but when you slice it in your slicer, you just have 300 as your max build volume, and you shouldn't go off the back ever. But this allows me to get all the way up to the front. Okay, so we got that. Go down to QGL. Horizontal Z move, we're going to bump that up to 35. Speed 300. So we'll go 30. We'll just, you know what? 35. Whatever. Save, restart. Okay. So we should be good to go there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I should move the motor. No, I think the motors don't change. Is this Z motor position? I know. Oh yeah, home Z position. Yeah, good point, good point. That's what I forgot. Where is safe Z home? Fan probe. Safe. Safe Z home. Okay, so no, not that. Where is that section? Probe. Probe. Where is that section? What is it under? Z? No. I can't remember where that section is for. Probe. It's not the probe. Fan, there we go. Case light, thermistors, level. Not the clicky probe. I know I got to do the clicky probe, but I got to do my Z probe. What is it called? I can't remember what that probe position is called. It's like, you know what? I'll just search 300 because I know the one value is 300. So I'll just find every value of 300. Home XY position, no. Oh no, because I don't use safe Z home anymore. Because it was this one here. It was 205, 305. Well, actually, it should be 206. So save and close, it would be in variables. That's right. Somebody was saying it's in the clicky config now. So it's, yeah, so it's 206. It's actually over 1, and then 305. Okay. And then I think there's some more in here. Actually, no. Save and close, and then bed mesh calibrate. Okay, is there a reason I don't have bed mesh calibrate in here? I know it's throwing an error, but what was the error? Because I do want to actually have bed mesh calibrate in here. Oh, the click dock position. Yeah, good point. Good point. I gotta update that too. Clicky Pro. Nope. Okay, so dock position. So variable max Y. So it's 5. 305 is the max Y. Oh, maximum size of the bed. Nope. 300. Okay, travel speed. We're going to bump those travel speeds up to 300. Move Excel, 1000 Excel. Dock speed, 50. Okay, okay. So the Z end stop is there. Y dock position would be, it's back 5 now. Okay. Tool head. So this would be the middle of the bed, I believe. So it's 150. 150. Okay, save and restart. Okay, I think we're okay there. So, let me home all. Actually, let me put you out in the middle here. Home all. Yeah, see, I don't mind the speed for a normal home, because that's enough for me to go, oh shit, I screwed up something. Oh god, the resonance. Something is resonating like mad in this machine. Okay, QGL. So, mobile, because you guys like the mobile cam for this. And turn off my main overlay. QGL. Okay, now it's up higher. Why is it up so high? We are going up to 35. Why are we going up to 35? Let's take a look here. Clicky variable. You know what it is? I think these are adding. No, wait, no. Do I even have 35? I don't even have a 35 there. Let me drop this back down, the quad gantry level. Where is horizontal? Oh, there we go. 35. Okay, that's why 35. Okay, so we'll go back down to 15. Save and restart. Well, I don't want to go too fast on the Z move because it's a homing move. You don't. I know it doesn't really affect accuracy too much, but. There we go. So that first one was within 0.01. Okay, the problem is, yeah, I might have to do 2 probe points. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Endoscope cam. The problem with endoscope cams, they're really cool to watch, but the thing is you can't actually check on a print with an endoscope cam because you see literally what's exactly at the nozzle and that's it. So you can't see if stuff's warping or curling anywhere else on the bed other than what's at that nozzle. So if your like print takes 5 minutes to put down a layer, you gotta wait 5 minutes to get back to that same point to see how it's doing. So it's cool, but it's an internet points thing. Dial in flow. I'm not going to do any printing on this machine until it is printing. Should I bother to install? If you already have the inductive, I say honestly try the inductive first. If you don't have any issues, Clicky doesn't fix anything that you don't if you don't have any issues. Especially if you're new to building a printer, build stock because that's what the manual covers. Because there's quite a few extra macros and things to set up with the Clicky. I do know for a fact that there are builders that have stopped their builds with Vorons because they built it non-stock and they built it with a ton of mods because people in the community said, you need Clicky, you need Nevermore, you need all these mods, you need to go buy this mod, you need these kinematic bed mount. And they ended up trying to build a printer with all these extra mods and they got confused with the documentation because now they're trying to find from different sources and they quit their builds. So that's why one of the reasons we say build stock, because if you build a stock machine, it's a fully functional, capable machine. And then you can go about tweaking and changing stuff. But if you've never built a machine before and you're suddenly trying to build a machine with 20 other mods on it, and it's like, okay, now you need to configure all this stuff in Klipper and you've never even used Klipper before, people get disheartened to quit. I've seen it happen many times. So, what is flavor of the month? It's just a term for like what is like it's like what's top of Reddit 3D printing. It's just kind of the flavor of the month print. It's like, oh, you know, printing generic, you know, Saint Javelin prints. That's like a flavor of the month print, right? Like the meme prints, right? You know how everyone was printing, you know, Flexi Dragons. Everyone's printing Flexi Dragons. That's like the flavor of the month print, you know. It's just kind of the meme of the month type print. So, English, tons of fun idioms and words that don't make sense. I'm thinking about printing my Mark III in ABS. That's a smart idea. I know many people whose Prusas have kind of gone to droopy hell in a chamber. Okay, let's put our bring that up. Let's install our ADXL. So, since I am running overhead camera, a stealth burner, the newest, one of the newer revisions of it. There's actually a spot for mounting your ADXL on the back. And I think it uses M38s, if I'm not mistaken. Or M36s, I can't remember. I'll try some M38s. Those are the common screws that everyone's got a billion of. If it don't work, I'll do some M36s. Like everyone printing the rock mod. Exactly, like that's a meme print, right? It's the print of the month. Yeah, I need M36s. These are too long. Actually, even shorter probably. What do I got that's really short in M3? No, none of those. No, that's in that. I got one. Oh, that'll work. These will work. These will work. Probably never printed. I've got a few of them. Honestly, here's the thing. Like, I actually don't print a lot on my printers. Like, I know I've got more printers than I need. Put it that way, okay? So, ooh, that might short. No, we're good. My channel and my hobby is building printers. I don't actually print a lot on my printers. I do print with them, obviously. Like I just printed this last night. But it's not like I'm running a print farm here. Some of these printers haven't printed in weeks. But when I do need them, I have them. Plus their content. That's kind of how this channel works. Okay, note to self. Screw the bottom one on first, because you can't see it and it's a pain to line up. Actually, no, this doesn't even line up. I think it's supposed to have a separate tool. Oh well, I'll just use one screw. There we go, one screw, good enough. That'll do, pig, that'll do. I don't know if you're supposed to have a secondary, because the screw holes don't line up, but I think that's because there's different styles of ADXL. Plug that in. Okay, so we'll have you come out the side here. Get my USB cable. It's not about needs, it's about wants. Well, I want a pony, but that ain't gonna happen. Okay, and that goes in there. So again, hey, if you watched my video, if you want accelerometer to work, I just do that, save and restart, and now we should be good to go. Yeah, there we go. There is the RP2040. And then, what is it? Is it input shaper? Shaper. I can never remember the command, so I always have to look it up. Accelerometer. It's accelerometer query, I think it is. Yeah. Dang it. I don't know what's going on with this. I know I have a bad connection here. Because if I like fiddle with these wires, it works now. Yeah. Okay. So. Where's the alloc? Smoothing, blah, 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 blah. Updating Max Excel, testing custom, shaper calibrate. There we go. Oh, wait, I got a home. Home all. Yeah, I gotta redo. I gotta redo the wiring. I think it's, I have a bad crimp in there.
I know a guy that could get you. I don't need a pony. I would like a pony. I don't need a pony. Okay, shaper calibrate, go! It's doing the thing. Not me. The printer, it's shaking. Oh yeah, don't touch the desk. So I'm hopefully going to be doing a video series. I don't know when. I'll probably use this printer for it. But I want to test a bunch of input shaper myths. Such as, hey, if you move your printer from, you know, a very wobbly desk to the floor, do you need to rerun input shaper? And how much does tightening your belts affect input shaper? And heck, how much does having a heavier cable connected to the accelerometer affect input shaper? So I want to do test a few of those things. Shake it, baby. Look at that frequency chart climb. Shake, shake, shake your booty. Shake your booty right. Quality content. That's why you guys are here. What am I gonna do for dinner tonight? Part of me wants to actually like make something. What did I do? I did pizza chicken bites. So it's like, it was chicken thighs cut up in a like a breaded garlicky breading, and then those were fried and cooked and then served with like marinara sauce and chopped up potatoes with salt, pepper seasoning and whatnot. I do all the cooking in my house. I do all the cooking. I mentioned I learned to cook. I don't think I learned to cook. I've always been the cook, but I've cooked more. And what I've done is right now, HelloFresh and Chef's Plate and all the other ones, they're doing their like promotions this time of the year. So all I did was sign up for like, oh, you get $100 off. So on the first month you get, or the first week you get $40 off, and then $20, and then $20 or whatever. So what I did was I just get the first week and then I cancel the order after that. So I pay like $20 or $30 for like 3 or 4 meals, and then I just keep the recipes. Am I cooking Toasty Boy? No HelloFresh. I don't know how to get. Here's the thing, I do 2 streams a week where I average anywhere 300 to 500 viewers. That's pretty dang. That would put me up there on Twitch. But I see Twitch streamers with like 100 followers that got HelloFresh sponsorships and like G Fuel sponsorships. So like, how do I get that? I want my G Fuel. I want my free G Fuel and HelloFresh. Oh, let's be honest, tonight I'm probably gonna be lazy because I want to play Elden Ring, and I'm probably just gonna get a pita and fill it with like pizza sauce, bread, and cheese, and make it like a ghetto pizza wrap. Call it a day. YouTube streamers that small. I know that's a. So here's the thing, Twitch streaming. I can't jump over to Twitch streaming. I cannot. The whole. I know a few other content creators in the 3D printing sphere stream on Twitch, but they do differently. They're like. Their streams aren't the kind of streams I do. And if you only plan on live streaming, like if you only want your content to be viewed live and you want to stream often and you only want to stream, Twitch makes sense. But every VOD on Twitch, unless you're partnered, is 14 days. So my streams, you know, one of my most viewed videos on my channel is a V2 stream when I built Toast Tallboy like years ago, and that still gets decent views. You don't get that on Twitch. So is Elden Ring any good? I'm liking it. It's very open world. It's very just go out and explore and do whatever, and then die a million times to a boss, and then just walk in there one day and just suddenly like knock him out in 2 hits without dying. It's like, what the heck? You can upload Twitch file. The thing is though, why would I split my audience? Okay, because you can't, if you want to stream on Twitch, okay, if you are not partnered or if you're not affiliate, you could stream to both. So right now, if I wanted to stream on Twitch, I can use Restream or whatever that program is and stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I could do that, okay? But why? Because if my Twitch channel gets popular, I can't have subs unless I become affiliated, okay? So yeah, people can give me bits, whatever, but you can't get subs or anything. That's how you grow on YouTube. On Twitch, it's subs. So I can't get subs on YouTube without becoming affiliated. And at the moment you're affiliated on YouTube, you are not allowed to stream on Twitch and another platform at the same time, okay? Now, hey, my Twitch stream's doing okay. It's actually doing pretty good. I've been offered a partnership. The moment you're partnered on Twitch, you cannot stream on other platforms. It is part of the contract. So if you are a partnered streamer on Twitch, you cannot stream on YouTube anymore. And since I stream a lot on YouTube because all my viewers are here, it makes like no sense for me to go over to Twitch and be gimped, like, and be held back. So, oh, hey, it's done. Okay, shaper calibration written too. So it's recommended 2 hump EI and for Y and 3 hump EI for X. That's pretty. Oh, type Y. Okay, let me see here. Y is 2 hump EI. Where's X? Yeah, X is EI. Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. And then just type save config. So where did this file at? TMP calculation. So let me actually pull up this file because I want to try something here. So we're gonna have a little fun here. That's better. So it's in the TMP folder. It's in the temp folder. Klipper. Clippy? No. Where is that folder at? Actually, TMP. There it is. Okay. So there we go. So these are them there. So let me new folder. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now, I need a Wiser. I would love a JP Wiser sponsorship, but I don't think that's gonna work. My belts are loosey-goosey right now. I'm going to tighten my belts up and rerun Input Shaper. Okay. So 1 full rotation. 1 full rotation. Oh, these are still loosey-goosey. 1 full rotation. Yeah, those belts were never tight, by the way. Like, I never tighten these belts. So that's better. I can't see. Let me spin this. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. Okay, roughly in the middle. Okay, so let me rehome the printer. And now we're gonna run Input Shaper again. Because we got our charts here. So I'm gonna compare these 2 charts. Oh shoot, no, it's, oh, that's gonna kill me. It's like a big old data file, I think. Whatever. We're gonna run Input Shaper again and just see what it recommends. So Shaper calibrate. Go. Shake it, baby. No, system TMP. Oh. Oh yeah, here. I've got this. I don't have the fancy chart. You want to be discovered as a streamer, not a video guy, don't stream on YouTube unless you're already big, aka. Well, here's the thing, it's just, I know discovery sucks, but the growth that I'm getting on my channel works pretty good. The videos get people subscribed to the channel, and when people are subscribed to the channel, when I go live, they join the stream. So that process kind of works, because let's be honest, it's 3D printing content, and it's mostly tutorials. It's pretty niche. Like, I'm not going to get, you know, 100,000 live viewers of me building one of these machines. I know that. I totally have my expectations tempered for what is, you know, the fact that I get 300 to 500 when I go live blows me away. So I totally understand that. And like, I'm not Michael Reeves, so I can't do tech and do that enthusiasm. Any recommendations for an 8-wire cable for what? For input shaper, I'm using an old Cat 5 cable, Ethernet cable. Run that thing. Oh, it's a little light to make the image. But it'll tell us different values. So we'll be able to compare what it recommended previously. And then we'll just compare that. Let's see here. Close that. So we'll just see how big of a different value, because it was recommending like 2 humpy eye or 3 humpy eye, and that was pretty heavy. Yep, use Cat 5 and cut off 2 wires. USB 3.1. Yeah, as long as you have 6 wires. Now here's the thing, technically you should be using the lightest cable you have, right? Because any additional weight or impact or anything that can affect how the tool head itself moves can technically affect input shaper. Now, is this a value? Now, having, you know, using a Cat 5 cable with the sleeving on versus using like 28 gauge super lightweight silicone wire, technically, yes, it does affect it, but is it going to be anything that's noticeable? Probably not. But yeah. I use the cutoff motor cables for my V2 motor. Hey, there you go, man. What I did is I took the 8 wires, I cut off the brown and the green white wires, because it's like green and then green white and then brown white and then orange and orange white and then blue and then blue white. So the solid green and the solid brown I use as power and ground, and then the other ones I use as data, just so you kind of have a reference. Remember, it's like when you're wiring up your printer. Yeah, you can use, you know, for an SSR, you can use any pin, really, that can output, I think, more than 5 volts. So you can use like a fan as your SSR controller for your heater bed. But caveman brain, bed is bed, because it just makes it easier to think about when you're setting up your configuration. Only problem with wires stuff, I'm all out of liqueur. I gotta go get some. And yes, I know liqueur is different from liquor, but I need to go get some. All I got is my G Fuel and my LTT store water. That's nice and cool. Thank you, Linus. Worrying about wire gauge when running input shaper is like using 5 decimal places when speccing a girder for a bridge. Pretty much. I mean, heck, when we built injection molds for the automotive industry, within 2 to 3 thou, good enough. Canadian French. I'm not French Canadian. Je ne parle français. Mon français n'est pas très bien. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So it's recommended for Y now, 2 hump EI versus previously 2 hump EI 67.8, and it is recommending 2 hump EI 68.4. So that value has changed a little bit. And then for X, EI 59.8, whereas previously EI was 63. So it's basically changed the value by about 4 positions. Now, is that enough where if I was running the previous values and then I tightened my belts and then ran a print, the print would look like poo-poo? Probably not, but... Okay. So, let's go here. We don't need our ADXL anymore, so I'm just going to comment out that line. Save and restart. Now I can unplug it and get it out of here. I don't need you no more. I don't want to play with you anymore. Because technically I'm still running my old input shaper values with a I'm still running my old input shaper values with a regular clockwork and the afterburner on this guy, and I've upgraded to a stealth burner and a an LGX, and I haven't updated my input shaper values on that machine, so because technically to do it right, I should do a test print with no input shaper, run input shaper, do the same test print, then change something, right? Take the printer, put it on a wobbly desk, run input shaper, then do that test print again, and then take the printer, tighten the belts, put it on the ground, run input shaper, do it again. Like, yeah, that's a lot of printing. Okay, so there's a few things I gotta adjust here. Now, somebody on a recent video, let me see if I can find it here, wanted me to fix my lights, because apparently he posted how I should be fixing my lights. So if you recommend in a comment on how to fix my lights, I'm going to check it and we're going to do it live. So hopefully, yeah, this guy right here. Okay, following section is wrong. Such RGB values, so that on the big 3D ORD index 1 and 2 are the knob and set the default with the red knob. It should be as follows. Okay, so I'm going to copy this right here. Because right now, for those that don't know, my knob is like different colors. So let's see here. And if I do this wrong, I'll just copy back the original. So okay, save and restart. Ooh. That works. There we go. I could dig it. Get a little bit of a red tinge on the outside, but I don't think we can adjust that. That works for me. I wanted something kind of to offset the red, like red and white, because it's also white, so that works. Okay, so we got that fixed. Yeah, that's red, green, blue, index 3. So I could just make it all red if I really wanted to, but I think that works pretty good there. Red knob. All right. Okay, so save and close. And now we got to fix our tool head NeoPixels, because this was kind of funky for us. So to use this stuff, copy the CFG file into your Klipper config, and then add include stealth burner LEDs. Okay, so we've already done that. Define your LEDs by editing below and entering the data pin from your controller board as well as the color order. So we've done that. So it's PB0. That should be correct. Set the pixel order required by the LED hardware. Sets the initial LED color of the night. So if I, okay, so what is this initial, right? Okay, macros, sure. Because the macros work, I just got to get it to set. So how do I get these macros to work? Oh, so I would put these under each. How do I do this? Okay. So status ready, status off. Use settings for the stealth burner status LED. You can change the status LED. Ew. Okay, so basically I would just copy this and just have this in whatever section. I don't even know. What am I even looking? Honestly, all white's fine. That's probably all I'm ever going to use. I don't need it to like heat up and change stuff. So I gotta call it. Yeah, so if I want the bed to heat up, I have to like have that macro called out in it. Yeah, in the printer.cfg. Yeah, I called it neopixel.cfg. So I called the file neopixel.cfg. There. And then the file is called neopixel.cfg. So yeah, so it is included. Yeah, it is included. So it is there. Yeah. Because we do have, you know, mobile. Like I can manually go through here and change the color. So like, you know, set nozzle LED off, on, status busy, cleaning, homing, meshing. But essentially I would have to go through and create a macro. So instead of just like, if I just type, you know, G28, I would have to create a G28 macro. And in that macro, I would have to have the macro to have it change colors, I think. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to leave it white all the time because it's so I could see it. Yeah. And I'm lazy. Okay, I think the last thing we have to do is just make sure it's feeding in the right direction. Did I print the spool holder? No, we'll do that live. We'll do the spool holder live, honestly. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I think we're the thing with the macros, you just create a separate file called macros and you stuff everything in there and then you never have to look at it. Yeah, they only changed that LED, that one. These ones stay white or whatever color you set it to. I have it set for white for now. but I think we're good there. So let me home all. Run a QGL one more time just to make sure everything's all hunky-dory. And I think we're gonna call it there. E-steps rotation. We'll do that live. I don't want to print anything on here until we're live, which will probably be next Friday now. We'll do the giveaway stream. So QGL. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, so let me do a bed mesh now. Okay. So, machine. Where are we going? Where are we going? Yeah, G-code viewer, no. Oh, I don't have a, okay, let me, shoot, no, I gotta set up a bed mesh section. I don't have a bed mesh section in here. They don't actually have a bed. Oh wait, no, I have it in a macro file. Where is it? Macros. Edit. So bed mesh, bed mesh. Bed mesh clear, yeah. So there is no bed mesh set up. So let me set one up here. So speed 300, horizontal move Z 5, uncommon blow for 300. Fade start 0.6, fade end 10, 5.5, by cubic. And we'll go 6.6 on this guy. 6. And there we go. Save and close. And then okay, so I gotta call it that. Yeah, so there we go. Save and restart. I think we're good there. I need to set up, I need to copy over my, oh, bed mesh count is already registered. What? Macro stuff is always fun. Already registered. Once the underline, use restart. But the command is just called bed mesh, so Oh, clicky macros. I don't see bed mesh anywhere in here. Yeah, this is all funky stuff. There's no mesh in here. Close. Nothing there. Oh, it's working. It seems to be working. Okay, height map. So let me home. Or home all. Oh, I'm missing the underscore. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so, so I have that, and then rename existing. Was that right? No, exist. Okay. Oh wait, no. I can't spell. It would help if I could spell. There we go. Okay. Home all. And then we'll do a QGL. And then we'll do a bed mesh. So height map, calibrate. Do you really want to start the bed mesh calibration? Calibrate. Ooh. Well, that crashed. Yep, we broke that. So, what do we screw up? What do we screw up? What do we screw up? Machine. Clicky probe barrier. Gantry. Okay, I don't see anything there. Variables. For homing functions, where's mesh? Anything about mesh? Nothing about there. The height with 5. Well, it wasn't at 5. Quad gantry. Bed mesh, safe said move. That was probably it right there. So, we totally broke my probe. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to print a new one. Get those magnets all set up again and rebuild the whole thing because it's kaput. It is dead. It is no more. It has ceased to function. Let's see how bad the damage is. That's okay. I'd rather do it here than on stream. Anyone here got a V0? I got a V0. Yeah, it's supposed to be 10 plus. Well, that's what happens when you do it live. Oh, come on. Okay, pop you off. Go. So we're going to need to unhook a few guys here. So, resistor, fan, fan. And those two guys. Okay, let's get you in here. So, right there is your problem. So I got to reprint this. Yep, I got to redo that whole thing. Yay! And reprint it, which I gotta load up. Oh, I already got it loaded, so I'll take care of that. Oh well. As a wise man once said, shit happens. This is why you don't test it live. How the micro switch head? I don't know where I put it. It still goes click. Everything looks fine here. This part is fine. Everything here seems fine. This bent, and that took all of it. So I'm gonna have to rebuild that, unfortunately. So. Just so I have a little bit more room to work with. There. There we go. Okay. This is the downside is this is a if I'm using the afterburner, I'm not using a clockwork tool head. So taking this part apart is kind of more of a pain in the butt. You gotta get at the screws from behind. I'll try not to undo all my wiring, essentially. Go. Okay, so reprint that, remake that, call it a day. Or I could just epoxy it back together and call it a day. How lazy do I want to be? Yeah, just epoxy it, guys. I'll just epoxy it. The downside is I'm gonna have to remake the wires and get new magnets and epoxy them in and whatnot. So, it is what it is. Shit happens, guys. I'm not concerned. Are you concerned? I'm not concerned. I'll get a new one printed. Do it the right way. I will. What do you take me for? Some half-assed YouTube channel? That's okay. Shit happens. I'll get right on that. Okay, I think we're gonna end it there. I'm gonna go get some lunch or dinner, figure out how get that new one printed, and we will carry on there. So, yep. Oh well. Live and learn. We've got the software fixed. I've already fixed the firmware, so that shouldn't happen again. So, Joss Whedon. You're thinking Michael Bay. Michael Bay is the lens flare effect, guys. So I'm gonna call it there. As I said earlier, I will see you guys on Tuesday. There will not be a stream this weekend. Family stuff. It's my birthday this week, little guy's birthday next week, so I'm just not gonna try rushing a stream in there. So yeah, I will see you Tuesday, where we will continue on with the Micron, and then we'll give away the V2 kit next weekend, or next Saturday, or correction, no, Friday. We're gonna do Friday. So hope you enjoy the stream. Yeah, we're gonna end it there. Had to go and add bed mesh. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. Cheers.